Hey everybody, I'm Rick. Welcome to Talking Habs, where you get your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. We have a game number, I think it's 64. Before the game starts, there's 19 games left in the season. We're getting down to the end. It's going to be a really difficult end of the season for Montreal. Injuries still pervade the team, and they're facing the hardest part of their schedule. I was going over it the other day. As a matter of fact, Pete texted me and he was saying he could find 6 games they could win. I was looking at it and I kind of realistically 4. That's realistically. And then, they're probably going to win a game or two where you don't really count on them winning or think they could win. So maybe there might be looking at about 6 wins in the last 19 games. I mean, I don't know. Depends what kind of play we get from them. Anyway, so we got game number 64. Montreal is hosting this time. They're back home from the road trip. Carolina Hurricanes in town. KK, who has been quite good lately. As a matter of fact, I think he had 5 points, a goal, and 4 assists in his last game. We'll see what happens. Him coming back to Montreal. What else do I want to add to that? Not that much. I don't have any game day news today, except to say that Chris Weidman's back in the lineup, and they sent Frederick Allard back to Laval. That's about it. I have a game preview, of course. I have the lineups, and I have this little thing here. Guess the score contest. If you guess the score of the game and the first goal scorer of the game, and you can pick that guy from either team, you will win the cash prize, $10 directly into your bank account via Interact. So you got to make your guess. You got to be the first person, by the way, in the chat with the guess. And you got to make that guess in the chat, not in a comment, not in the hangout for the game. So good luck to everybody who does make a guess. What else do I got? I think that's it. I'm going to take a look and see who's here because there's like nothing. There's no game day news. I'll give you my guess for the guess the score in a bit. All right, let's see who's here. Mary Jo, 6-3 Canes. KK scores first. Daryl Adams, 4-2 Habs. Suzuki, first goal. And he asked me, Rick, any word of Price will come out over the summer and say he is retired. There's no word on that, but, I mean, Price may come out over the summer. I don't know. I don't think his wife will like that very much, but maybe Price will come out over the summer. No, there's no word, and he's not gonna advance. Say it. How do I want to put that? He's not gonna give notice that far in advance before he would announce it anyway. I would think. Habs Guru 4-0 Canes. Teravainen first goal. Harry Rice. 6-4 Hurricanes. Aho opens the scoring. KK 1 assist this game because he only plays good against Montreal. LOL. Guryanov 2-goal game as a bonus prediction. Awesome. You don't get any bonus money, though, for that. Just to say. Just letting you know. Filibuster. Greetings all, he says. Hey, old man. Let's say Habs with Raphael Harvey-Pinard squeezing one through. No, he's not hurt. He's fine. And Habs win 7-5. That's being very, very optimistic. Hey, Saha, it's your team against us. Awesome. He's got 4-0 Canes. Give a first goal scorer. You want to possibly win the money, don't you? Jason LaRose, 4-2 Carolina. Aho, first goal. Saha says Montreal is home. Maybe Montreal scores first, but you have it 4-0. So make a guess. Just make a guess with the goal scorer, and I'll go with that one. Caulfield scores first. Caulfield not in the game. Caulfield's out for the season. Try again. You only get 3 guesses. You got 2 used up. Bye. Hey, I saw you I saw a comment of yours on Twitter. I didn't put because I didn't have time to check, and see what the thread was. But I saw you out there anyway, just to let you know. And he's got Habs 3-2, Raphael Harvey-Pinard. The first goal. Saha is laughing his freaking ass off. I didn't say the real word, but it's still an F word. All right. So yeah, since I don't have like any game day news, I'll give you my guess and then we'll just whatever you want to talk about here in the chat. Just I'm gonna go by whatever you guys give me. So if you're here, you're required to talk to me in the chat. Or the Jewish space lasers are gonna come and get you. Just letting you know. Because as a member of the tribe, I control that shit. All right. Guess the score. I'm going with 5-2 Canes, and I'm going to give KK the first goal because why not, right? He's been really hot lately, actually. And yeah, let's see if it continues here. Why not? I think the last time I might have said KK, and he got like this. He either got their first goal and we got the first goal of the game, or he got the second goal. One of the two. He was really close. So I'm going with that. All right. So, like I said, I require help here in the chat. So, yeah, ask away anything you want to know. I will answer if I can. Stan the Man says, "Good evening, Rick. 5-2 Carolina. KK with the first goal." Isn't that funny that I just gave my guess and yours is the exact same? And it's not I'm saying you stole it, but isn't that a funny coincidence? That's my guess, and I just announced it probably when you were putting that up. But if you could have cheated. Anyway, any guess is good. Doesn't matter. I got it right, I think 3 times in total since I'm doing this. So if you're going with my guess, because I gave it, not a good thing, I don't think. I came close. I got the score the other day. The Vegas game. I got the score. Did not get the goal scorer. All right. Light them if you got them. Drink them if you got them. And ask away questions if you got them. Because, like, literally, I got nothing from Game Day News. All right. Saha is ready now. He wants everybody to be quiet now because he wants, 4-2 Carolina. Svechnikov, first goal from the Canes. Well, because we don't have one on the Habs named Svechnikov. So he would have to come from the Canes because otherwise he'd have to come from the stands, just hop over the boards and score a goal. It'd be pretty hard to do. Awesome. Good luck to everybody so far who's made a guess. Maybe someone will win. We've had 4 winners this season, but it's been a little bit. I want to say over a month anyway. Anyways, not an easy thing to do is to guess for that. It's not easy. Bob Cannon in the house. Hey, Bob. How's it going, man? What's up is my newest poem is out there, by the way. I urge everybody to go watch it after this, the pregame show. It is called NHL Trade Deadline Poem 2023, somewhere in there. It's all the trades worth mentioning. I did put in poem form, so check it out. And if you want, by a show of hands, I'll give you. It was 6 pages, so I kind of recorded it and did it all 1 page at a time. I got page 1. If you want to hear it, I'll put it up. Saha, I wish you would tell that to my ex-wife because maybe I'd still be married. I don't know. Best guess as to when KK gets bought out. Not the way he's playing. If you look at the way he's playing right now, they look like they made the right they made the right move for him. He's starting to show who he is as a hockey player. Should we have kept him? I don't know. I don't think so. But he's playing well. Let's put it that way. And I think they may have made a good move over the long haul that he's going to pay off and be a good second or third line center. We'll see. I don't know. It's just that he's playing well right now. So we'll see how long that lasts. If he can keep it going, continue to play well the rest of his career, we'll see. Phil, now I'm assuming this is an actual fact. Poetry makes you better at math and sports. Is this true? I'm already good at math. Math was always my thing. I'm not good at sports necessarily, but I'm like a jack of all trade at sports. I can play all kinds of sports, but I'm not great or anything. But my math skills were always good. As a matter of fact, it wasn't for my ADHD. That's probably what I would be a mathematician. But unfortunately, because that's the only course my high school math teacher, one of them, I don't remember what grade, I think eighth. In running into some friends of mine from high school, because I went to high school in Ormstown, right? Moved back to Montreal, so going back there. So he had told a couple of my friends that he thought I would be a genius if I would have applied myself in math. And if you know anything about ADHD, that's the key thing, right? You should have applied yourself. Need to apply yourself. That I always got that. And yeah, there you go. ADHD screwed me over again. All right. BL, how you doing, man? 4-2 Canes. Jeff O'Neill with the first goal. Jeff O'Neill, that's the guy with the big mustache, eh? How long was I married? 20 years. I'm not sure if it was 20 or 22. We're still married, actually. We're just legally separated, but we're still married, and she's my best friend. So we actually are, it's like we're married, but we live in two separate places, which is the Japanese way of doing things. And if you don't believe me, check that out. That's a new trend in Japan of married couples living in two different places. My wife and I are doing that already. It's so weird. The GM who got to draft Bedard, Jeff O'Neill. I thought Jeff O'Neill was that guy on O-Dog or something, isn't he? Oops. KK is playing well on an amazing team, being paid like a top six, but doing it mostly on the bottom. He's a bottom. I mean, listen, I don't know. I'm not watching. I'm going by what I'm reading, and as of late, and I think it's like a month of February. He started this January or February. He's been playing well. I didn't say Montreal should have kept him, did I? I said I still think they did the right thing. Do you think that Belzile will be a full-time player as a fourth-line center next year? I do not. He's depth. And at his age, too, I just don't see that. I could be wrong. Phil says, poetry makes you a bit taller. Oh, that's great. I wish that was actually true and gives you a superpower. Look at your D&D player's handbook for a table and roll for superpower. No, I don't play Dungeons and Dragons. Never played Dungeons and Dragons in my life. Oh, Phil, no, they're following us. You see, it's a new trend in Japan that happens to be following what we're doing. We've been doing this for 10 years now. So, hey, Pete, how's it going, man? Jeff O'Neill, the O-Dog, is working with TSN now. I don't know. All right, Svechnikov, it is. Jeff O'Neill is the O-Dog from TSN, also playing the GM in TSN's draft day song called. That's right. You're right. Yeah, Bad for Bedard. Which is good. I don't have to urge because it's not my video, but if you want to see something pretty funny, look up Bad for Bedard and watch that video. Isn't Jeff O'Neill a former NHL hockey player though? Or is that another O'Neill that I'm thinking of? Because I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. Okay, in like a minute, I'm going to go do my game preview. And we'll go from there. I don't know if it's lit or not. I see smoke. I don't see smoke. I guess it's lit. Green smoke coming off. See, the smoke's green. I mean, appropriately so, right? It's from the green screen thing. All right. Wait a second. There's a whole bunch since. Okay. O'Neill was a former Carolina Hurricane. Actually, I want to say he played for like 10 or so years. Yeah, he did. I'm pretty sure he played for St. Louis. That's where I've seen him from. Former Hartford Whaler and not St. Louis Blue. Anyone ever see Miranda? She meets a guy named Peter, last name File. No. Is that a movie? He was a first-round pick, 7th overall by Hartford Whalers. What we puffing on tonight? Oh, it's Uptown Haze. Uptown Haze. I'm walking in an uptown daze. It's British, but it holds up. Miranda, okay. Where would I find that? Okay, so he was basically not a St. Louis Blue. Maybe I'm thinking about him in blue because he was a Leaf. That's probably why. That's probably why, for some reason, I don't like the guy, and that's probably why. Well, if I remember, I will look that up there. Feel. All right, we're going to go to do what I'm supposed to do. First is cough in your ears, and then we'll go. The 41-12-8 Carolina Hurricanes are in Montreal to take on the 26-33-4 and KK-less Montreal Canadiens. How to watch this game? Start time is 7 p.m., 4 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. TSN2 in English in Canada and RDS in French in Canada. Hurricanes region, Bally Sports South, and streaming, I always suggest NHL 66. Season series, they beat us on February 16th, 6-2 in Carolina, and we're playing them again in Montreal April 1st after tonight. Last 10 record coming into this game, Hurricanes 7-3-0, and they won their last 2. Montreal 4-6-0, lost their last 3. You could say, like, sort of, they're due to lose, Montreal due to win. Don't think it's going to work that way, personally, but hey. Carolina is away. They're 19-5-6 on the road. Montreal 14-15-1 at home. So far, any of these stats make you feel better if you're picking Montreal? Scoring chances for percentage, 43.8% for Montreal, 28th. 60.6% for Carolina, first. That one doesn't make me feel better. Goals per game, 2.68 for Montreal, 27th. 3.43 for Carolina, 7th. That one doesn't either. Goals against per game, 3.57 for Montreal, 27th. 2.51 for the Canes, second. That one definitely doesn't make me feel better. Power play percentage, 16.3%, 31st for Montreal, 22% even for Carolina, 13th. PK percentage, 74.1% for Montreal, 28th, and 83.3% for the Carolina, 4th. And if you add that up, their special teams, it's 105.3, which is a really good special teams, and that doesn't make me feel any better either. Face-off percentage, Carolina 53% even at the dot, 5th in the league. Montreal 49.4%, 20th. And shots on goal allowed and shots on goal for, which will go with first, 35.2 for Carolina, 27.8 for Montreal, and allowed 26 even for Carolina, 33.6 for Montreal. Still, none of these stats make me feel any better. Goalies tonight, Antti Ranta for Carolina, 16-2-3, 226 goals against, 909 save percentage, 3 shutouts. Yeah. And Jake Allen, 14-20-2, 336 goals against, 897 save percentage, 1 shutout. We know Jake Allen's going to give it his best, though. That's one thing for sure. Players to watch over the last 5 games for points. Martin Necas, 8 points for them. Matheson, 4 points for Montreal. Goals, Gospazier. And I think those 3 goals are for after the trade. So Shane Gospazier, 3 goals. Matheson, 2 goals for Montreal. Assists, Brent Burns with 6 for them, and Matheson with 2 for us. And those numbers on the Montreal side, not really good going forward for tonight's game anyway. Plus minus, Brent Burns with 4, +4, and Suzuki with a +3. Team leaders for the season, Sebastian Aho in goals for them, 27. Caulfield still leading us, 26. Points, Necas with 59 for the Canes, and Suzuki with 49 for Montreal. Average time on ice, Brent Burns, 23-11 for them, and Matheson, 23-47 for us. And wins, Antiranta has 16 for them, and Jake Allen with 14 for us. Bottom 10, there's some movement there. Vancouver passed Montreal last night with a win, so Montreal is now a 6th from the bottom. From 10 down, Detroit, St. Louis, Philadelphia, Vancouver, Montreal, Arizona, Anaheim, San Jose, Chicago, Columbus, boom. And with this slate of really hard games for Montreal, I don't know the other teams' schedules to say that, but I mean, realistically, Montreal might get down to 3rd if those teams have some wins in them still. I don't know. We'll see. But I mean, getting past Arizona might be possible. They're only 4 points back. But it's getting tight for that. All right. Top 5 in scoring for Carolina. Necas, 25 goals, 34 assists, 59 points. Aho next up, 27 goals, 28 assists, 55 points. Svechnikov is next, 22 goals, 32 assists, 54 points. Then it's Brent Burns with 12 goals, 38 assists for 50 points. And Seth Jarvis, 13 goals, 19 assists, 32 points. I didn't look on the thing. I know Jarvis was injured. I don't know if he still is. For the Habs, top 5, 21 goals, 28 assists. Excuse me, my brain is just doing what it wants. 49 points for Nick Suzuki to lead Montreal. Caulfield next still, of course, with 26 goals, 10 assists, 36 points. Kirby Dach, will he be back at all? I don't know. We can say Kirby Dach. Will he be back? I don't freaking know. 12 goals, 23 assists, 35 points for Kirby Dach. Christian Dvorak with 10 goals, 18 assists, 28 points. And Josh Anderson, 18 goals, 8 assists, 26 points. Canes lines for tonight. Aho centering Svechnikov and Jarvis. There's my answer. KK in between Teravainen and Necas. Stahl in between Martinuk and Fast. Stastny in between Nason and Stepan. You got Slavin and Burns, Shea and Pesci. That's it, Pesci. And Gosbazir and Chatfield are the lines for the defense. And Antiranta starting, and that's it. And my mouth will start working, hopefully soon. Nick Suzuki in between Harvey Pinard and Ilonen for the Habs. Drouin centering Hoffman and Anderson. By the way, did you notice that? Dvorak, Pitlick, and Guryanov, line 3. So there's changes there. There's changes. Basically, Suzuki getting Harvey Pinard and Ilonen back, and having Hoffman and Guryanov switch to different lines. I wonder if it's just to balance things out against the Canes, or because they weren't performing well enough with Suzuki. Tierney in between Pezzetta and Belzile. Matheson, Savard together. Harris and Kovacevic together. Edmondson and Weidman together. Jake Allen with the start. And ladies and gentlemen, there you go. There you go. And I don't know, did I play I don't even remember. Did I play my poem thing there? I don't remember if I did or not. How's that? Let's see what you guys have to say now. And Rick is all over the board tonight. What's wrong with Rick? There's something wrong. He's going to explode. Oh, no. Let's see. Another guy for the list. That list is getting longer. Who was it that I didn't like this time? Oh, Jeff O'Neill. Yeah. I just don't like him on TSN. I had no opinion of him as a hockey player, so don't say that. But I just don't really like him as O-Dog on TSN. Doesn't work for me. So if that gets added to the list, then add him to my list. Let me see. Phil says, I would never suggest finding all your videos in a bay run by peg-legged, one-eyed. I don't understand what you mean by that at all. I don't know what you're saying there, Phil. Sorry. Hey, Justin, how you doing, man? Unfortunately, you lost the draw. Sorry, buddy. I mean, it can only go to one person, so sorry about that. Which reminds me, if I see Andrew, I gotta tell him that he won. He wasn't in. Saha, are tickets to go to the stadium in Montreal expensive? What stadium? You want to go to the Olympic Stadium to see hockey? You're not going to see any hockey there. So doesn't matter how much they charge you. It's just not really going to be worthwhile. You mean to the arena? I'm just bugging you now anyway. But I don't know what the prices are, to be honest. I haven't been to a game in forever. It could be free for all I know. I've never been to an NHL game. He says my mom was scared to take me because she said she would be uncomfortable being like the only black people there. Right, you're in Carolina, aren't? Well, you're not, but you're from Carolina. I don't know. I was just confusing you with Savka in Slovakia. That's why I looked really confused, and it hit me at the end who you are. So yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't been to a game at the Bell Center. I don't know if I've ever been to the Bell Center for a game, and obviously I haven't been to a Forum in a long time. So there you go. I'm the wrong person to ask. Kind of weird though. I mean, Carolina, a lot of black people in Carolina. No, you don't go to the games. Like, is it that bad down there? I know it's bad, but I mean, is it that bad where you can't go to the games even? Because that's bad, and I wouldn't surprise me. But I mean, what's wrong with this world? You know. Here, it's not a problem. You can go to the game as long as you're accompanied by a white person. You're fine here in Montreal. It's just a joke. Jeez, I shouldn't say something like that. People will see that and go, "Oh, look what he's saying." All right. No, but Phil, that's not true. I mean, the are the for the different games. You mean the prices are different on the ticket? The ticket price is always the same, right? Or you're just talking. You're talking about from the scalpers. They'll go up and down depending on the game. I haven't gone in a long time, so I don't know. Well, if you go to if you go down there and you wait till the game starts and then you approach the scalpers, they'll sell their tickets pretty cheap at that point. That's one of the things you do, especially at concerts. You do that when the opening act is on. You see what they got and you get tickets really cheap. Sometimes they give them away. If you kind of like, I knew the scalpers, so I got it for free a lot of times. I don't think I still know the scalpers though. I mean, they can't still be the same guys because they're all older than me. Then I was a kid; they were all, Anyways, my dad knew was friends with all the scalpers. No, well, Pete. I mean, yes and no. I don't know if that's fair. I feel either way, right? If they win, they win. If they lose, they lose. I'm not gonna get mad if they win. I'm not gonna get overly happy if they lose. I mean, I can't cheer for them to lose. I don't care what the situation. No, Bob, I remember Jeff O'Neill and I remember him as a good hockey player. Just I never related that old dog guy as him until recently. That's all. Phil, I'm in agreement with you. That's why it doesn't bother me. Like if they win, they win. I'm happy, and I'm always rooting for them to win because you're right. And he says, this is from Andrew Zadnarski. This guy I follow also on Twitter, and he's a Habs writer. I'm not sure exactly where he's working right now. I think Eye on the Prize. I think he's doing or something like that. Anyway, he would argue that the development of an entire core of players should take precedence over a higher draft pick, and I agree with that. And I think that's what we're seeing this season is that core of young players that is not injured, um, at least when they're in the lineup, are playing well and developing already, and that's one of the reasons why they're winning, and that does take precedence, I think, over getting any draft pick in particular, because in the long run, that core of players developing is going to be much more beneficial than almost any player that you could get in the draft. And if you're really sucked that they're going to get Connor Bedard, then you're just fooling yourself, right? It's going to be a fluke if we get him. Anyways, for all you Jeff O'Neill fans, I wasn't really putting him down. I just, I didn't relate. I don't relate the two together for some reason, for whatever the reason is. Bob's got Canes 5-1 over Montreal. Teravainen first goal. What's this about a pizza? I'm lost now. Thank you, Stan the Man. Appreciate that. He said he saw my trade deadline poem and it was really good. Well done. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. Please go and watch it. It's out there. It just came out a few hours ago. Where are we? We're 10 minutes still. What's next for next draw? It's too far away for me to decide. It's in the next month or so. Haven't decided yet. Too far ahead. Massimo, hey Massimo, been a while. How you doing, man? Glad to see I'm still. Yeah, of course I'm still at it. Pirate Rick, the Bay of Pirates. What is that about? I'm missing you now. Hey, thank you, Justin. Appreciate that. So you'll get it for the next draw. You're in already now. Don't worry about it. Awesome, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Let's see. BL says, you don't know if you have ever been to the Bell Center. No, I've been to the Bell Center. I'm saying I don't think I've seen a game there. It's been a long time since I've seen a game, and I'm trying to think. I don't think I've seen a game at the Bell Center. So that's how long it's been. So everyone asked me, when was the last time you've been to a game? And there you go. You know how long now it's been. Yeah. I think the year they moved from the Forum to the Bell Center, I think I was at a game that year, but for sure the year before. And then that's it. There you go. That's the last game I was at. There you go. Will the Maple Leafs win 0, 1, 2, or 3 postseason games this spring? The problem is they're probably playing Tampa. I'm not sure. I know Tampa's banged up. I don't know if that's going to go into the offseason or the postseason. And now Toronto banged up, right? Ryan O'Reilly, broken finger. He's out. Who else is out? There's somebody else that's John Tavares is banged up. He's out tonight. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, and I hate to admit this, but when I heard about the Ryan O'Reilly injury, I was like, kind of celebrated a little bit. And it's nothing against O'Reilly, really personally. I don't want to see anybody hurt. But you know why I would be celebrating. So gloating may be a little bit better word. Premium team pricing. What's that? So what they standardize can't be the same in the States as here, though. Anyway, I haven't been in a long time. I have no idea about prices. Conservative lawyer, KK gonna get booed tonight. Yeah, well, he will. That's for sure. BL agrees with Peter. Tank hard. Let's ask Matt. What do you think, Matt? Matt, what do you think? Oh, Matt. No, he's not here, man. Well, I'll tell you what the players think, and the players think you can go screw yourself with the tank hard stuff because they're not doing it. So that's what the players think. Pete, the only thing I can say to what you're saying there is make up your mind. Just make up your mind. You don't want losses. You don't want them to lose on purpose, but you want losses. But you don't want them. You're not cheering for losses, but you want losses. I'm just saying it doesn't. Just enjoy the game. If win or lose, just enjoy it because that doesn't either way is good, right? So instead of being upset either way, enjoy either way. That's how I'm doing it. So If you don't like it, yeah, it's your problem. Justin, I do appreciate it, and thanks. I did okay. I mean, I made it past the goal. That's all that matters. But I appreciate it. Any little bit helps. And you never have to apologize for how little it is. Ray, you want to stop it now? Maybe. I'm trying to scroll, and there's no where to scroll. Bob says, Rick, I wasn't saying you were putting him down. I was just saying the group here, giving the group here a little background on my former Guelph Storm accomplishments in junior. It's all good. No, I know you weren't saying that, but BL was making a joke, put him on my list. That's all. I don't know. I just don't like him on TSN, but as a hockey player, I had no problem with Jeff O'Neill. Just he was never on. He was on the Leafs. He was on a shitty team. Stan the man, there's the key, right? As long as they play hard, that's why either way is okay. And I'm not saying it's going to be like this every year, right? It's just right now, this is how it is. So, Pete, that's it. Tequila, your wife and kids. There's no other enjoyment in life for Pete. So what are you doing here? Watching hockey. There you go. My point is made. All right. I got it like another 5 minutes, and then I got to go. I got to feed my animals, and I got to get ready for the next show. But I got about another 5 minutes. Okay, wait. He said, Justice says, hey, what player in the past would you want? For him, it's Chris Pronger. Yeah, I don't live in the past because you know what? I mean, it would be a former Hab because the Habs have all the best players. Yeah, I don't really think about stuff like that, to be very honest with you, and I don't have an answer for that. Did anyone see that little girl power bomb the Leafs on the jumbotron? She's staring at those super old bicycles with the 10-foot front wheel. She is asked from what year that picture is from. What is that? So when you say power bomb, that's like put her picture in another someone taking a picture or on the camera or for the jumbotron. I didn't see it. All right, Pete. Next time you like this game or I'm just gonna call you on it. That's all. Bobby's got adult kids, so they may all like tequila too. Why not? Okay, I'm getting lost here. So that was the last. Oh, that's from the. I get the joke now. That's how long it's been since they won the cup. Pete is here just to pass the time. He's got no opinions either way. Just he wants to pass the time. Yeah, you can't put links up here. It won't. You can't act. They're not active. That's a filter. Can't do anything about it. Thanks again, Justin. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. You get 2 in the. That's a good way to get a lot of names in the hat. Just split up all the donations, and you get 1 for each one. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, second, you can't put links in the. They won't. They're not active. So once again, sorry. Oh, that your girls are old enough to. Well, that's what he says on here, that they're too young to drink, and he doesn't let them. But hey, I don't even know. It happened recently at a Canucks game. No, it's a joke. The girl did the joke. I'm saying that's a really good joke that person Did. That's what I'm saying. I'll have to search it. I can't do it right now. And like on that note, exactly time to go. 40 minutes right on the nose. All right, so I'm back in 20 minutes for the live hangout, and hopefully we'll have fun because this was a lot of fun today, especially. And we'll see what the game gives us. It might be a bit of a blowout. We'll try to have fun with that, and that's it. So join me in 20 minutes. Till then, stay safe out there. Peace out. Thanks everybody for being here. Thanks Justin for the donos. And I don't know what else I got to say, but I'll see you in a bit. Ciao, everybody. That's all I could think of.